Hello guys, welcome to 7th lecture for a Cursor AI for Advanced Users course, and in this lecture will actually complete the implementation of a BlogForge app. Okay, so let's do a quick overview. In the last video, what we built, we actually completed our auth, some parts of UI according to a particular design. We allowed users to create blogs, tags, and we also fixed and spent a lot of time in fixing the live preview for the Markdown. Right here, we'll look at the UI again, our product again so far that we have built. We'll fix the backend logic, auth, LinkedIn, Twitter with AI, which basically allowing our blogs to repurpose with LinkedIn and LinkedIn and Twitter. Okay, so let's quickly jump into our app and see what we have built so far. So this is what the feed at this point of look like. So let me quickly do an overview of what we need here. At the feed time, we want what different users have created with something like a card here, right? Some card here, and then title and description, and a blog which is published by someone else, right? Or basically in this feed, all the users that have published their blogs sorted by time, right? So latest blogs will be shown first, and that kind of thing we want to build a feed here. In my blogs, this should show the blogs that I have created. At this point of time, we only have one blog, so this is fine, right? And we also should have drafts here, right? So drafts are basically at this point of time it is showing all the blogs here, so this is not correct, right? And let me go to this create a new blog, right? So this is where we create a blog, and when we say, let's say Google Gemini code assist course, right? And let me write it here, and we'll add a hash, and then we say body. Okay, so whenever we add something here, you can see a saving and then it changes to save, right? So this right now, this is not according to how we want. It's just a very hard coded thing here, right? So what we want here is that whenever someone is typing something here, we want this to be auto saved on the backend and maybe as drafts or something, right? So once it is saved as draft, and we don't actually click save here, right? This save basically means this blog is actually published. Its main basically it is saved as draft. Okay, this is what we want here, right? And we want this repurposed to LinkedIn, generate tweet thread, and summarize as well. So what we need here is basically a title and also description of the blog here, right? And this description, either you can type it here or we can use this summarize button, which actually goes behind behind the scenes. It uses the AI to kind of fill that description for me. Okay. So this is that, and we can also see here that we have a profile and logout button here. So what I'll do is I will not add a lot of things here, but instead what I should do is this profile and logout, these also I'll move this to this place. Okay, so let's do this one first, that this profile and logout, both buttons I want it here. Okay, so what we're going to do is go back to our code editor, and I'll say that in my let me take a screenshot of this, right? So I'll take a screenshot of this and I'll just paste it here also. So basically the idea behind is to add or give as much as context as possible. So the first thing I'll say is in the left sidebar, add profile item and logout button, and add their functionalities as well, right? When user clicks on profile, show the name and email for that user. Clicking on logout just logs the user out of the app. Okay, so very simple thing. Let me just press enter here and let cursor do the magic for us. Okay, so yeah, let's wait. Okay, so looks like we are done here, and I'm just gonna say to cursor, please kill the app and run it again. Okay, so let's do that, and once it starts running the app, we'll verify our changes again. Okay, so yes, let's run this, and now our app should be running at the same URL. Let me refresh this, let me refresh it again, let me refresh it again, and yes, we have account kind of a thing, and this looks okay to me. So I can click on profile and we have got an internal server error. So I think we will have enough things in the logs to fix this one. So what we can say is we can just copy this part, right? Let me copy this, and yeah, I think this is where I see some errors. So I'm just gonna copy this, add to chat, and I'll say getting this error when I clicked on profile in the left sidebar. Please fix this. So what we did is here from the terminal only, we kind of provided a chat that hey, this is the error we are getting, and can you tell me what's the fix would be. Okay, so looks like cursor has done the fix for us. So let me go back and refresh this, and this is what it looks like, right? So my name is here, my email is here, my account information is this, blog statistics 1, total post, published post is this, drafts are also 1, and tags are right now 0. Don't we have tags, anyone? We don't have any tags, so this is good also. So let me create a new tag, and let's just name this course, and I'll just say create tag, and tags are not working, so this is fine. So right now we don't have a tag, and in the profile also we can't see any tags. Okay, so this UI looks a bit weird, but that is fine, and account information is fine, these statistics also are fine. View my post and create new post, these buttons are not needed, so we can remove this or just keep it here. So let's not worry about that, and let's click on the logout button. And with logout we're also getting some error, so I'm gonna just say that hey, when I log out I get this error. Okay, so let's fix that. So when I log out I get this error, and we can remove this terminal as we don't need that terminal context which we added in the last time, we just need this image, right? So I'm just gonna do this and press enter and allow cursor to make changes for the error that we are getting. See, our CSRF token is missing. The important thing is, see guys, we don't have to know all these things, right? What these things mean or what these things do. I mean, we should know these things, but while working with cursor, or at least while vibe coding, you can just read this about what is the error, and then you can also learn about the different patterns that makes it more scalable to build such a kind of an application, right? We can read this on the go or ask cursor, use the ask mode inside the cursor to explain that, right? But right now we're just gonna build this app. Okay, so looks like the changes are done. So what we're going to do is please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so let's do that, run it, and we have a lot of terminals open here, so we can kill a few, doesn't hurt, and we have killed it. So let's go back, let's go back, let's refresh this, profile is working fine. Now if I click logout, and we are successfully logged out. Now so if I go to my blogs and it asks me to log in here, right? So nothing is working, and we are asked to log in first, and then we can see my blogs and stuff, right? So profile, again it asks me to log in, so this is really good, right? And if I go here, I click on profile, and what I want is here, and if I click on this, just try to what I want here is if I am not logged in, right? So this should not be there, and right, and this is the major thing I want to be there, or actually, and any other URL it will just ask me to log in first, right? So what we can do is we can tell cursor to not have this when the user is signed in, right? So let me copy this and take the screenshot, and I'll pass it to here, and I'll remove the terminal. I'll say do not show the, I don't know what it's called, it's called profile icon if the user is not logged in, right? So this is just a small change that I want on the UI, small cosmetic changes. We could have done it at the end, but yeah, I just want it to be done right now. So once that is done, we'll look at other fixes to be done as well. So let it do this thing first, and then we'll talk about the other stuff. Okay, so looks like this is done. So I'm gonna go back and refresh, and I think I probably need to kill the app and run it again. Not logged in, sidebar shows feed. Not log, if the user is not logged in, sidebar shows feed. My blogs, drafts, tags, create a new blog. No profile or logout buttons visible. Logged in, sidebar shows this, and I think it didn't catch my this thing. I think it is removing this part, right? So actually let me please kill the app and run it again. Actually, let's see in the UI like what cursor has done, right? Okay, so the app is running now. Let's go back and let's refresh this, and I think it has done things here. But if I go here, this is what I wanted to be removed, right? When the user is not logged in. So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna take this screenshot and give this screenshot to here, and I'll say please remove the right top profile icon, right? Or basically right top profile item on the header, right? Or we can say navbar when the user is not logged in, and if the user is logged in, right, show it and don't show any menu items. Don't show any menu items on the profile item, right? And clicking on profile item should take me to profile page, right? So this is what I want. So what I'm saying is when the user is not logged in, right, at this point of time, show nothing here. So you can just click on this signing with Google to try signing him in, and if the user is signed in, then what we want is when we click on this, it just take me to the profile thing and don't show these things, right? So this is what I want. Okay, so let's see what cursor does. We'll say keep it, right, and users. So wow, looks like it's done. So we are gonna just run this again. So I'm gonna say please kill the app and run it again. Okay, so we can, so let's wait for the app to run again and then we'll see, right? So these are the small UI fixes that we are doing, and we can kill this one, and the app is running. So let's go back, let's refresh, and this is gone, right? So this is what we wanted, and even a search is not needed, but that is fine, right? So we can do signing with Google, we'll do signing here, and yes, we are in, and look at this, this is beautiful, right? And we click on here and we go to the profile. This is really amazing. So the profile is done, our logout is working. Create a new blog post. This is something. Now we have some blogs. We have one blog, yes, we do have. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go to create a new blog, and what I want here is, along with this post title and from the editor, the information that I passed, from these two information, I want to create a small description for this blog, right? So what will happen is eventually in the feed, right now it's saying dashboard and all, but fine. In the feed, what will happen is we will have like an Instagram kind of a layout, and we will be able to see all the blogs from different people, right? And in the blogs, we want the title and the description. And when we click on that blog, as a user, I should be able to go to and read other people's blogs. That's it, right? And what we'll do, we'll also open that blog not as a template page like this, but instead like something that comes on top of this one, right? Okay, so if in the feed, blogs from different people will be there. When I click on it, it will be like an overlay, right? And I can read about that blog. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go to create a new blog and take this thing, right? And I'm gonna say to cursor, add the screenshot, and then I'm gonna say add description when creating a blog, right? And we should be using AI for this, right? AI for this meaning is basically the AI will analyze the content of the blog and generate a nice description for us. Okay, and description should not be should not be more than 50 words, right? And we also need to think about a prompt, but let's not worry about that. And this is the only thing we'll talk about description, that take the contents of the blog, right? Or actually I'm going to say that create a prompt for the AI with the contents of the blog, and ask to generate a description, or the user can add a manual description for the blog as well, right? So basically we are saying that if he wants, he can just add the description manually, or he can use the AI help to analyze the content of the blog and ask to generate description using the AI, right? So this is what we want. And where do we want a description? We want a description between post title and between editor and preview, right? So we'll say we want the description to be between title and what we call that, editor and preview, right? So between title, editor, preview, right? So this is enough information for cursor to take this, and we'll be using Gemini for this, right? So prompt for the AI. So will we say that we will be using Gemini to generate the description for us for the blog. Okay, so let's press enter. This is a lot of things that we are asking, so let's just wait what cursor does, and then we'll try to fix a few things here and there. So looks like it has created for us. So let me quickly run this app and check where the description is. Okay, so my app is running. Let me refresh this, and we have a this one. So I'm description, which is very nicely added in the UI. So I'm gonna say cursor for beginners course, or actually this is an advanced course, right? So I'm gonna say advanced course, and description will not add here. Then we'll add a lot of blog content. We will say this course is for advanced users, right? If you want a beginner level course for cursor, then check my YouTube channel for beginners course, right? In advanced course, we learn how to build great apps using the practice that professionals follow when creating products, right? And the things we'll be covering, so there are a lot of things. So I'm just gonna actually go to ChatGPT and generate this description, right? So I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and I'm gonna say generate description for advanced cursor course, right? Advanced cursor course where we'll build apps using planning, and then even CI/CD, GitHub, etc. Right? So I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT to generate a description for me. Let's see what it does, and then we'll copy this and directly paste it in our editor. Right? That's why that good thing to have. We can directly support Markdown as well here. Right? So that's why we did this way. And okay, this is fine. So I'm just gonna copy this, and I'm going to remove all this and paste it here, right? So this is look our preview is so good, right? And then we can remove the other part, right? So we'll remove this, and then we'll remove this as well, right? And they we have very neat preview as well. Okay, so I'm going to click here, generate with AI, and fail to generate description, and the reason for this is because we haven't provided a Gemini API key. So I'm going to say that where first ask the cursor, remove this console logs and all, where I can enter the Gemini API key. So I can use the ask mode as well, right? So this is a small thing, we don't need agent to do this for us. We can just use the ask mode to kind of ask where should I put the Gemini API key. No one thing, and Gemini API key, I know this, but where can I configure this? So actually this time we should try to look at the code, right? This is also very interesting. So summarize is this one, and let's go back to understand like where the error kind of generated from. So we are going to go to inspect, right, and then we're going to go to network. In the network, let's make this request again, right, and we got the error, so this is fine. So let's hit this and in the generate description. So this is the API it is calling. So let's see this API and let's search for this API, generate description, and this is the data, title and content API key. So this is the API key we should be setting somewhere. So where I think it's in the Flask env file. Yes, this is where we should set the Gemini API key. So let's go and get the Gemini API key. We can get the Gemini API key from AI Studio. Let's go there, let's go inside, and let's zoom this, and we will say, do we have an API key? And I did have some API keys, so can I copy this? Yes, I can copy this API key. Please do not steal it. And then I'm go back and paste it here, right? And now I'm gonna say use the agent mode again, and just gonna say please kill the app and run it again for me, right? So we have the Gemini API key which is loading from the env file. We'll run this, and our app is running again. We can delete the other ones. So let's go back, let's go here, actually let's go here, and let me close my other stuff, right? So I'm going to just copy this one because I'm going to do a reload. So I'm just going to copy this one, I'm going to do a reload, I'm going to paste it here, and then I'm going to say for title just provide this one, or actually include the rocket as well, right? So let me paste it here. Now let's try to generate with AI, and we got a very nice description about this using AI, which is master cursor for real world app development, learn advanced techniques in planning, CI/CD and AI-driven workflows, build and deploy full stack applications with confidence using modern developer best practices. Okay, so now our app is looking very good. We have the editor and the preview mode. We have the description. You can add manually more things here if you want, or you can use the help of the AI to generate the description from the title and from the editor text or the content text that we have, where we are using the Gemini behind the scenes to generate the description for us. Okay, so this looks really good, and what we're going to do is we are going to say advanced cursor mastery blog, and we are going to save this blog. And so once we save this, so we didn't get any feedback around this, but let's actually go to my blogs, and yes, this is actually saved here. So we can go inside this, we can see everything. We can also edit the blog if you want to add something more. So if I click on edit, right, so we are inside the edit post now, so we can actually go ahead and edit if we want. So maybe something around this, structuring full stack projects with mono repos, techniques, something like this, and this is added. And if we save this, so our blog is also saved with the new changes. So I can go to my blogs, I can open this, and we can see the changes are saved successfully. So now our app is looking really good. We have a lot of things. We can create a new blog, we have the profile, we have the logout button, and we have these buttons as well. We don't want to change anything here, right? So we have tags as well, so we can create a tag. So let me create a tag. So I will name this tag course, and I'll create a tag, and tags are not getting created, right? So I'm just gonna say post this screenshot to cursor. Let's fix our tags thing, right? So that is there, and then we're going to say not or actually getting error when creating tags, please fix this. So I'm going to take the help of the cursor to fix the creating the tags. Okay, so once that is done, let's see what else changes we need. Okay, so we're just going to go back, and this is where the tags will start appearing. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go to my blogs. Here what I want is to be rendering in a card manner, right? So like one card, and that card says title and description, another card says title and description, other card says title and description. Okay, so this is in my blogs, and there are some issues in UI as well, where when we click on my blogs, status shows that the feed is active. So these are some small UI fixes which we're going to do at the end, but this is a more of a bigger change where we can, you know, in your post I want to show post in a card manner. Okay, so let's go back and see if our tags things are fixed, and it says that it is fixed. So I'm going to say please kill the app and run it again for me, right? Still we haven't decided, right, that how we want to use tags for our blogs when we are creating it. So let's check actually first whether we are able to create tags or not. Okay, so I'm going to go to refresh this. I'm going to create a new tag, create not a blog but tags. Add your first tag. Going to call this AI courses, and let's create a tag. And yes, we have a tag here, and we have a 0 post here, right? So it's basically saying that how many posts are using these tags, right? So what we will do is, initially when we create a blog, we don't want to attach any tag here, but I can go to my blog, I can go inside this, and here when I'm editing, right, in the edit one, I want something there where I should be able to attach tags to my post. Okay, so there is some new functionality that we'll do. So let's go back and ask cursor, then we want to do something like this. So I'm gonna say when we are creating a blog, it's okay if we don't add tags there, but when we are editing a blog, allow the ability to attach tags from the tags we have created earlier. Okay, so this facility is something we are doing. When editing a blog, we want the ability for users to attach tags from the tags he has created earlier from the tags only, right? So I think this context is enough, and let's press enter and let's see what cursor does for us. So let's see, I will help you add the ability to attach tags when editing a blog post. And where is it? Editing a blog post, and where did it go? Editing a blog post. Let me first check the current edit template and then implement the tag selection functionality. Yes, so it has gotten it correctly how we wanted to tell it. So let's see, and let's review next file. We're going to say keep it, we're going to say keep it, review next file, keep these guys. Okay, so now the feature is now ready to use. When you edit a blog post, you will see the tag selection interface, and an interface, any changes will be saved when you submit the form. Okay, so we're going to say please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so now our features are coming, and we are actually doing our finishing changes very well. Okay, so let's run this. So app is now ready, and let me go to my blogs. Actually, let me refresh this and let me go inside one of the blogs, and let's do edit. And inside the edit, we have the tags, and we can select this one, which is very nice, right? And then when we save this now, right, and we have saved it, now we can go to my blogs and click on here. Here we don't see the tags attached to this, right? So what we want here is inside this one, in my blogs, or actually in this URL, what I want is, I want kind of that card menu, card kind of an item, where with blog title, description, and the tags it has with random colors. So this is what I want, right? So I'm going to just take the screenshot for this and pass this to cursor and remove the other things, and I'm going to say render each blog in a card item, right? Show title and description, right, for each blog, and also tags in random colors, right? So this is what we want. So let's do this. So what we are saying is, again, let me quickly review this. So there are 3 items, so it will be like 3 cards shown here. Each card will have a title and description, and also the tags at the bottom of the card. This is what we want. And let's see what cursor does. So it's updating the list.html, which I think is correct, where we list out all the blogs, right? Okay, so looks like the changes are done. So I'm gonna say, please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so let's run this app and then see like what all tags it has created. So I'm gonna say run, and it's running now, and then we go back and refresh this, and we have AI courses tags is here, but it's not looking very good, right? And this card menu, we didn't want it like this, but instead more in a this kind of a UI, right? So I'm gonna actually go to Dribble and search for some card item kind of a UI. Okay, so I'm gonna search card items, and let's see what the UI we get, and based on that we will give it to our cursor. Okay, so I like this one, so I'm gonna go inside this, and this is by Soak Studio, so thank you for your designs. And I'm gonna copy this and pass this to cursor, remove the terminal, and I'm gonna say, please update the card items as in the image attached. Okay, so let's update it like this. Okay, so looks like the changes are done. So we'll do the same thing. Please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so once it starts running, we'll be able to see those changes. So it's running now. Let's go back. Let's go back to our changes. Let's refresh it. And this is very bad. I don't think this is the kind of UI we wanted. No, this is not how we wanted. Okay, so let's go back, and we're gonna say, please revert the changes for the UI you just did. Okay, let's revert the changes, and let's so we want these cards to be in a horizontal layout, but this is kind of right now in a column based layout. So I'm gonna say, try to provide more description, but let's take this screenshot first, right? So this is the card layout, how we designed to be, right? And let's pass this screenshot, and let's try now to give a more proper prompt. Okay, so I want the cards for each blog to be in a row based layout, and elements can be 3 in 1 row. Please follow the design as in the attached image at img. Can you pass the images? No, I think it's already there, right? So as in the attached image, and make sure the cards are next to each other in a row. I'm trying to be more explicit as possible. So let's do this, and let's see what cursor does now. Once the changes are done, we'll say, please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so let's see what the changes cursor has done this time. Really hoping that it gets it right this time. So I'm gonna refresh this, and no, I'm really sorry, it's not getting it what I wanted. So I'm just gonna say, please revert the changes we just did. Okay, you could have just gone above and maybe where are the changes? You could be, can we do something like this, like we can go back to a one context? I think we can. This is the one, I don't know. So yeah, let's not worry about that. Let it just make those changes, and we'll just say for now that I'm happy with that for now. Okay, but I really wanted the tags to be highlighted in a more colorful way, so I'm just gonna keep it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, usually these kind of changes you can do it by yourself, and generally it used to work really well with the images as a screenshot, but yeah, right now it's not able to get that. It's fine. Okay, so let's reload, and this is what we have right now, right? And what we want is these tags to be highlighted very properly. So I'm just going to pass this one. I'm going to say that hey, the tags are not getting colored properly. So let's see, remove everything, and we have the image as a reference, right? And I'm going to say the tags are not getting colored properly. I want it to have I don't know what it calls. It's called Crumbs kind of a UI, button kind of a UI. Let me check on Google actually, right? So it's a tags Crumb UI design, right? So check that. It's called what is it called? No, I didn't get it. It's fine. Let me check for a few images, and in the images I'm gonna just say tags are not getting colored properly. I want it to have a colored background with white text. Make sure the colors, or basically the random colors, are dark, right? So this thing is probably looks like to me a good prompt. The tags are not getting colored properly. I want it to have a colored background with white text. Make sure the random colors are dark. So the background colors, I should have said random colors for the background should be dark, but yeah, to have a dark background with white text. So I think it has properly checked it. So I'm gonna say keep it. Right now I'm gonna say please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so let's do this and let's see what it does. So let's run it. So it's running now. Let's go back, let's refresh it, and we don't have the background for this. Why is it so? Let's inspect this, right? So we have the tags, and this is the color, right? So this is the color, and text color is fine because it hasn't gotten the weight behind it, right? So let me just check this one. This is the one, flex wrap. Actually, let me create one more tag. Okay, so I'm going to create one more tag, and I'm going to tag add. I'm going to say cursor AI. I'm going to create the tag. Tag is created successfully. Right now we can go to my blogs, and I'm going to say I want to edit this blog. I'm going to say edit, and then I can say cursor AI is also as a tag, and then I'm going to just save it. Okay, once I saved it, I can go back to my blog, and so we have the two tags here, right? I can see this. I can go to inspect, and we have two span tags. So I'm going to take one span, right? I'm going to try modifying the color for this from here. So let me quickly check this. So background, I think, yeah, black. And do we have a black background? We have a black background. So there's some, and then probably if I do some padding with this, then I think it would work properly. So background and then padding. So if I give 5 pixel, right? So this looks good to me, like these tags like this. So let's go back and let's see why is this color not getting applied, right? This tag colors, and yeah, we are passing the tag colors. So go to random template, and let's search for tag colors. Oh, this is not going there. Why? So let's go back and tag colors. Where are we getting the tag colors? So let me search on that. Tag colors. We have the tag colors here. We have the tag colors here. We have the tag colors here. So list.html tag colors. Loop.index0 tag colors or length. This is, what is it? So tag.name and tag colors, loop.index0. This is something for which we need to be very technical, but I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna just say that where are my tag colors? My tag colors are here, right? So I'm gonna copy this and then add to chat, and then I'm gonna go here and then say take this one as well and add to chat, and then I'm gonna remove the terminal one, right? And then I'm gonna say tag colors are not getting applied properly. Tags background colors actually, right? So background colors are not getting applied properly, right? And add a padding of 5 pixel from for text in the tags. Okay, so let's do this and let's see what cursor does, and if it doesn't fix it, then we'll fix it manually. Okay, so we'll say keep it, and let's see tag colors. We'll say keep it, and we'll say keep it. Looks like it is done, so we're gonna say please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so now it's running. Let's go back and reload this, and yes, this time the tags looks really good. Okay, so this is what I wanted. I don't know what this UI is called, but this is something very neat for me. And yeah, so this part is also done. My blogs are completed, and now what we want is my blogs, yes, draft something that we haven't implemented so far. Tags we have done, so this is good. Then we have create a new blog. This part is also completed, and this saved. Actually, I want to talk about this, guys. Okay, so what I'm doing is when I'm creating the blog for the first time, I don't want this saved to be here. Like for example, I'm writing something and then it's saying saved and then it's saving it to some place, but I don't want this, right? At this point of time, when the person is creating the post for the first time and he clicks on the save button, and what should happen is that, okay, fine, this is the first time it is saving, so let's save it. So unnecessarily no auto saving feature is required here, and this is the first time blog is created also, right? So it doesn't have an ID as such for the first time when the post is creating. But when I go to my blogs, okay, when I get inside this one, right, and I start editing, this time actually it makes sense to save it, right? This is where the auto saving feature could be good, where we have an ID for our post as well, right? So this is what I want to do. So what I'm going to go is I'm going to go to my blogs, actually create a new blog. And to create a new blog, I don't want the save thing to be there. Okay, so I'm going to say this first one, that when the user is saving a blog, or basically creating a blog, I don't need the auto save feature, not because I want cursor to reason it out, right? But the reason is because it doesn't have an ID as such, and the first time it is created, it gets an ID and all, right? But when the user is editing the blog, let's make it auto save every 15 seconds, right? So this is what I want. So let's do this and let's see what cursor does now. This is probably the last major feature we are going to do in terms of saving, and then we'll go about summarize. We don't need, we can go to this LinkedIn thing and generate tweet thread as well. Okay, so let's do this. So I will say keep it, and is that the all we needed? And let's see what cursor does here. So I'm gonna say please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so let's run our app. So we'll say run, and yes, so app is restarted. Now when we go to create a new blog, we have a draft here. I don't know what is that. So basically cursor for beginners, right? Body, and we'll say cursor for beginners, title, and then we say some random description. Not sure what draft is there, but yeah, we'll save it. Blog is saved. We go now into the edit mode, and if I go to cursor for body, major changes in the blog body. Okay, let's see this save mode, and does the auto save work here or not. And we have 15 seconds, right? So 1 2 3. Okay, let's just do it. And still it's saved, so it is saved now. So I'm going to go to my blogs, and I'm going to go to, what was my blog? This was my blog, right? Cursor for beginners body. This was the blog, or my blogs. Cursor for beginners to, this was the blog, right? Some random description, edit. So it is not saved here, right? So this should be cursor for beginners body, hello from the course, right? So this saving, actually let's go, this 5 seconds, 15 seconds is a lot. So we're gonna go to auto save. Now autosave is actually not saving. It is, if you can see, every seconds when editing. So this 15 seconds is a lot, so let's do it for 5 seconds. But we want this to be implemented properly, right? So 5 seconds. See here, you can see this in set timeout is not actually saving it to the backend, right? So we want this to be saved to the backend. So we are gonna say that, hey, please save it to the backend, right? So this is enough, I think, and after 5 seconds it should automatically save it to the backend. Okay, so let it do its job, and then we'll talk about a feature. Then once this is done, so beginners title, some random description, cursor for beginners, and where's my blogs, yeah, and then we go to this blog, edit, and we'll see whether we can save it now or not. Okay, so review next file, auto save, we'll say keep it, review next file, we'll say keep it. So now it will try to auto save the blog, right? So let's see, and we're gonna say please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so let's do this, and let's see now the app is running. Yeah, so let's go back, let's refresh this, and we have cursor for beginners body, new course will be on advanced level for users. Okay, let's see whether the autosave works. We'll add a tag as well, right? And once the saving is done, save has failed. Okay, why is it? Let me check by inspect, go to network, autosave has failed, 404 not found. What was the post? Autosave, 404 not found, payload, post ID is edit. I don't know why is this edit, but I'm gonna say autosave is not working. Probably it should pass the ID, right? So let's check. So autosave is not working, right? And then I'm gonna pass autosave is not working. I should pass more context to this. So autosave, and I'm gonna say that post ID, what was the ID we are getting from? Location path slash this, right? So from this I'm gonna say not the ID is coming as, let's go back, and ID is coming as edit, right? And this looks a hacky way. I'm gonna say please do it the right way. Okay, so let's do this. So what I'm saying is this splitting and then popping doesn't look very right. So I'm gonna say next file, I'm gonna say keep it, and then I'm gonna say next file, I'm gonna say keep it. So this looks good, right, from the ID way. Okay, so I'm gonna say please kill the app and run it again for me. Okay, so this time I'm guessing that it will look proper, and we should have a autosave feature. So let's run it. Now we're running app, it's rerunning now. Let's refresh this, and cursor weakness per body, new course coming soon, right? And then we're gonna add, no need for tags. Let's first work out our save feature, and then we'll see whether tags doesn't need to be autosave. The reason for this is because you can choose tags or add small description, or use generate with AI, or you add a small title, but body could be really huge, right? When the body is really huge, you can click you need autosave feature, but when you are doing small changes, you can always click the save button to get your what you want. Okay, so looks like this, it is saying saved. So I'm going to go to my blogs, and this is the changes we did, right? So I'm going to my blogs, and this was the blog, and new course coming soon. Yes, so autosave is done as well. Okay guys, so actually this is a good time to stop, because our this one has gotten really huge, and why is it showing draft here is something I don't know. So that is something we can look at. These are small bugs, we may not fix this all, but yeah, we are looking now really good. We have a blog feature. We can create an entire new blog, use AI to generate a description. We can use drafts. What drafts? Why drafts? All are drafts. Why are drafts? It shouldn't be drafts, right? They are all published. So we can go to tags, create a tag. We can go to my blogs, it shows all the blogs. So yeah, this is looking good, and the only thing we need is the feed part, and this is something I will do in the next video. And one more thing, and what we want is this repurpose to LinkedIn or generate tweet thread. This is also something we'll do in the next video. See you soon. Bye.